A word for our listeners. Season 2 of Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1930s and 40s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It's not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our investigators uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring George Chimples, Rob Walker, Phil Durham, Shirley Niedzwiecki, and Justin Kimmett, with Matt Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm Matt, and I am definitely here with someone who is not on their cell phone. Shirley.
Hello.
Definitely not on their cell phone, right?
Nope.
And Rob.
I'm having a great time with the bad accent. Oh, and we're on headphones, so if it comes off weird, we're still learning. Someone should probably put a disclaimer there.
Yeah. George.
My name is Kid. Ba with the ba da bang da bang diggy 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 said the boogie said
Okay.
up jump the boogie. You remember that one?
Yep.
Yes, I do.
All right, and Phil.
Am I supposed to be on my cell phone now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we all do, right? That's all the cool kids do, Shirley? We can't hear you. You're not on mic.
Well, she's got her mouth full, so it's
I'm
okay.
eating. You told me not to eat on mic.
Okay, yeah, you really good. I'm not doing it.
I was doing
I know. I want you to recognize that I'm not doing that anymore because it upsets you. Not just irritates you, it upsets you.
The downside of my wife sitting here is that when I start acting a fool, she starts hitting me.
I think it's hilarious.
Nicole, you're welcome here every time. She'll never stop hitting you. You don't ever stop acting a fool.
That's true. I make Jack-O-Wagon.
And Nicole, Shirley can teach you how to accidentally punch as a frog.
It's kind of a misnomer because frogs actually have really soft hands.
I know. I don't understand that.
They also have
Same.
delicious legs.
They do. Tastes like chicken. We're going to get into the game, though. So you guys are about 15 meters underground in what is clearly a center of worship of some sort. Astor has found a mummy that has
My name's not Astor.
Dang it, you're right.
Carlos.
Has found a mummy that's been cut open.
A mummy.
And it smells like Astor.
It smells like Astor. It smells like Astor.
I get what you did there. Dude, you are so funny. You should go on tour.
Nicole hit him.
Ooh, poking.
She got sharp nails.
I tell people there's a mummy over here. Gotta check out this mummy.
There's something wrong
Who's
with my
mummy?
mummy.
Runs mummy.
Runs mummy.
I don't know.
All right, so we go look.
So does Carlos sniff the mummy, then sniff my chest, then sniff the mummy?
No, but I kind of drag it out of the hole and start poking around in it with the tip of the rifle. Or my machine gun, rather.
The mummy, not me, right?
Do you grab? you grab the mummy by the leg and yank it out?
Or I lift it? No, I'm kind of I don't know.
Stick your rifle in the hole, lift
I was
it.
going to kind of pull it out with
That's fine. You don't touch it physically with your own hand.
No, I prefer not to.
Okay. It is very stuck in its how it's sitting.
Oh.
So as you kind of pull it out, it's like it's one solid piece. But it kind of flops out and is on the ground on its back.
What pose was it in?
The right arm is kind of up against itself, and the left arm is kind of tight in against its body on just kind of at an angle.
So not like a Buddhist pose?
No, it's not a specific pose. It looks like it was probably buried weird or something.
It's like one of those cats at a Chinese restaurant.
Ew.
Sure, yes. That's exactly what.
Like a lucky
except
cat?
It's not waving at anybody, but yeah.
Well, it can be.
And its legs are kind of tucked up like it was kind of kneeling or squatting.
Like one of those cats. At a
Yeah,
Chinese
exactly.
restaurant.
Kind of like this cat's. That
So
was
we
not the
found-
vision I had, but that works. Yes.
We found a lucky cat. Got it.
So if they're huddled around there, I'll be paying attention, but I'll be surveying the rest of the room.
The rest of the room is pretty empty. Give me a spot hidden.
Ooh, no.
No. Okay. Yeah. So the body, there's a mummy there. It's mummified.
I start kind of probing around the cut with the tip of a bayonet. I'm not using my hands to manipulate this thing right now.
It doesn't. It looks like it was cut and roughly pulled open. You can see where the body itself has cracked or broken. But when you push at it, it doesn't open the rest of the way. It looks like it was a lot of force from both sides, and it's kind of resettled.
Is there anything else in there?
You'd have to really get in there to be sure. Astor, I need you to roll sanity.
Why?
Because you're turning into a mummy.
I did not get that.
So you're going to lose 1.
That's it?
Yep.
I could take 1.
As you realize that you've spelled this recently, more importantly, the last time you remember seeing your chest before it was wrapped, it was like it was getting leathery around the outside, just like this.
I'm going to try to pull the wrappings off.
So you're going to take off your shirt, probably take off your coat, because you're in like the middle of December, and you're underground, which means it's probably a little bit cooler. So you're going to take off your coat, you're going to take off your shirt, and you're going to start unwrapping your chest. I just want you guys all to envision this to make sure we're all on the same page.
Like,
I'm going to pull
what
it
are you
up.
doing?
So you're just going to well, this is tightly wrapped because
The
is on your
jacket I'm taking
Oh,
off,
sure.
the shirt I'm pulling up.
Sure.
Right?
Okay.
Or unbuttoning, and then I'm pulling the undershirt because it's
Yeah.
probably undershirt, then the button
Yeah.
up, and then the. So I'm going to pull that
and
up.
then you're going to have to unwrap the actual bandage because the bandage won't pull up easily, or you're just going to have to rewrap the whole thing anyway. So I mean, either way, you're rewrapping. Do you want to unwrap and then rewrap, or pull up, unwrap, then rewrap?
Does anyone have first aid to rewrap me good?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to make them roll that.
Okay.
They can figure that out.
Okay, then yeah, let's.
That
let's if I've done lost sanity for it and I've thought about it, I'm gonna look at it.
Okay. You kind of unwrap,
And I'm gonna kind of note that too.
as you unwrap, like he's unwrapping himself and like looks a little concerned. And then as he pulls off the actual bandage, the gauze that's right over top of it, not just the bandage.
How
that's
much
holding
just
it.
seeped through at this point?
It's damp.
Yuck.
Yeah. As you pull it back, you see probably half an inch all the way around is this. So your fringe probably don't see a ton of sun on your chest. So you're relatively pale. We're going to say at this point you're either lightly haired or hairless. There's probably half an inch that is the color of this table, this deep brown.
Neat.
Everyone
Gross.
else sees perfectly pale chested Astor. There's nothing wrong there other than there's some pus. Like it's what you were expecting. But you see this ring, and then it seems in your mind's eye, it just like a clock goes clockwise, just the leathery brown part goes away.
So it starts dark and then goes light.
Yep. It was dark, and then like as though your mind caught up to what's going on, it
disappeared.
undarkens. But it does so in a circular pattern.
Gotcha.
These are notes you should be taking, FYI. Just circular pattern. This is important.
Okay, boo boo.
Are you feeling okay, Astor?
Boo boo. Hold on, I'm writing.
And now that he's taken that off, I assume the other two of you who are at the mummy near him smell it very clearly. Blake, you probably don't smell because you're not that close. You said you were kind of keeping an eye on the room.
Yeah, scouting things out. Making sure nothing surprises them while they're investigating.
Right, absolutely.
Oh dear.
The smell, right, was the first thing that set us off with it, and then trying to figure out like the color reminded me of I thought it was the same kind of color the scar was coming in on my chest as the spots were trying to heal. That's what I see. I I don't know what else to tell you.
You should probably trust that.
I mean, you're dealing with the occult stuff at this point. How would you question me if you fought a werewolf?
A werewolf? The hell's a werewolf?
You know.
You know.
So it's a little pug werewolf.
At the moon, you turn into it's like a wolf puppy.
Yeah.
It's pretty adorable, actually.
You've killed Shirley.
Yeah, we broke Shirley.
Yep, she's dead.
Took a nip.
You remember that little puppy that the lady selling the little
just
puppy,
see
the husky?
a
Have you seen the husky
werewolf.
puppy? And he's trying to howl and he's going. It's the worst. All right, so
Yeah, people at this point, I don't understand how you're like, oh, that's really weird. Although that werewolf that we fought was just a normal kind of thing. Oh, and she cast magic. That's regular stuff. This is all normal, except when you see a weird spot on your chest. That's abnormal. I'm just trying
This
to put
is
this into
abnormal.
perspective. Because everything is abnormal. I'm metagaming now.
Everything is abnormal, and it's just
normal. Yeah.
So-
But this is normal, right? So that would be not abnormal, would be normal now.
I'm
That
not
was my
paying-
point.
I'm
I
not
think
paying
Rob
attention
is
to you
slowly
fools.
losing his sanity. Not just Astor, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, your chest actually starts to ache. You realize that it's colder down here than you were thinking it was, and the longer you expose yourself to the cold, the worse it's going to hurt.
Let's probably do a change anyways. Wrap me up.
Who wants to wrap him? It
I'll
would
step up
actually
and-
be inappropriate, surely, for your character to wrap
I
him.
know.
at this
I'm
point.
not. It's like I turn around and walk
Well, she's the expert,
back
right?
toward the stairs.
Not on
Nope.
first aid.
Nope.
I
No, I'm
think.
saying on mummies. Shouldn't she be checking that thing out more?
Nope.
Oh, are you
Oh,
gonna
the
check
mummy?
out the mummy?
I
Sure.
bandage
Yes, I'll take
Astor
a look
up.
at the mummy.
Can you
Thank
roll
you.
first aid for me?
I can. I don't know if
You
I'll
want me to
pass.
You
roll
said
spot
you
hidden?
weren't gonna.
Not to wrap you.
Oh, I'm gonna get better.
No.
Oh
No.
shit!
Oh, just over.
Okay. Yeah. He rewraps you fine. A little tighter than it was probably because you'd had worked out of it a little bit, but yeah, it's nice and tight and on there.
Cutting off circulation.
What are you guys doing
to
with
your brain.
Shirley? What are you guys doing with the trash from that?
Putting it on the mummy.
Stuff it in
That's
the bottom of
that
that
is not
thing.
my problem. You can ask him what
Are
he's
you
doing.
packing? I assume you're wrapping it up as
Wrapping and keeping
nicely
it.
as you can, and packing it with you.
Yeah, that
Okay.
way we don't leave it.
Okay. Shirley, you're getting into the mummy. All right, hands in.
I have gloves.
Do you?
Yes.
According, like, what would have?
December. Women wear gloves all
Oh,
the
okay. I
time.
thought you meant like.
Snapping on the latex.
No.
Okay. Can you roll a cult for me?
She's about to dig into a mummy and doesn't have to roll sanity. I see imaginary tan skin.
I've been
She's
reading.
probably
Did I
done this
say? Did
before.
I say don't roll sanity? No, I did not.
Occult?
He always makes the sanity happen later.
Yeah.
Yes, 47 under 79.
It's
Okay.
like the dessert after his meal.
No, like as you get close, you can see in the skin old carvings old scars, and they're carvings, protective carvings. You see them next to the nipples, but straight down the chest, one on each, or like three on each side.
Oh, so most of it's been cut away.
No, the cut is like straight down the sternum. These are between the nipples and the sternum.
Ooh, do I have my drawing stuff with me?
Yeah, you probably have a small sketchbook.
Okay, I'm pulling out a piece of the sketch
I assume you're
paper.
taking your glove off for this now that you've been you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is not gooey or anything.
No,
He's
but
dead
drawing
and
with-
desiccated.
But also drawing with gloves is gonna
I'm not drawing.
Oh.
I'm putting the paper over the chest and
roll.
doing
Sure,
pencil
sure.
marking.
They're not raised enough for that. It's more of a you can see them and they've like the scarring is not thick enough for that. You'd have to draw them. You could draw them pretty easily and
Okay.
accurately. That's
Okay.
not that big of a deal. Don't have to roll it. But you do note the they are. You saw these in that first domed room you guys came in, and so then you kind of pull open and put your hand inside, or you just
No,
gonna
just
pull it open
like-
and hold it so that
Yeah, somebody hold
Carlos
a
can
light
flash a
over
light
it.
in there.
So,
Yes.
I'm sorry, were these markings on the bandages or on the skin?
On the skin.
the skin.
Oh, I'm sorry. When I said mummy, he is not wrapped.
He's
It is a
mummified.
Desiccated. There, thank you.
Desiccated.
Have you ever seen the guy they found that was in like the Alps that had like just completely dried out? It's like that. So it's just skin. There's nothing really there.
Yeah.
It looks like he may have had a loincloth at some point, but that has gone away. Yes, man jerky is a good way to put that. So Carlos, you're flashing a light in there?
Yeah.
Okay. You both need to roll sanity.
Jeez Louise.
Just failed.
I failed.
You both failed.
Yes.
Both of you roll a d6. That's what you're going to lose. So as as Evelyn gets in there and kind of pulls it open, first it is stiff but movable.
Yeah.
As you kind of open it up and Astor flashes his light in there, you both see two...
I didn't flash my light in there.
I'm sorry. Carlos flashes his light in there. You see two eyes staring back at you that the light reflects off of as a something between like a mouse but elongated, kind of like almost like a ferret, but as it gets away from its head, it goes scales. But there are still two sets of legs. It looks at you and then skitters, I guess is the best word, to come out of the body and across the ground back towards the opening. Are you going to stab it?
Yeah.
Here comes Alien versus Predator.
Go ahead and roll your stabby.
Knife.
What is that? Melee?
Knife. It could be under combat.
Could be close combat.
Close combat, yeah. Or knife. Base knife is 25.
Is it? Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. Oh, missed it by 7.
Okay. So the other two of you are standing there, and coming across the ground, skittering you is a snake, mouse, ferret.
I start cursing loudly and rapidly in Spanish.
Okay. Would you guys like to roll sanity?
No.
Okay, you just lose 6. Would you like to roll sanity now?
I passed it.
Okay, you don't lose any?
Yay, thank God. Oh, wait, no, I'm
I
sorry.
passed.
I failed. I read the wrong box.
It's off of your current sanity, too.
It wasn't.
You know that, right?
Oh, sweet Jesus. I failed it pretty.
If you failed, you're going to lose a d6. If you made it, you don't lose anything.
2.
Sweet.
Okay.
Brian is a tank.
So it is skittering across the ground towards the stairs.
Knife.
You're going to knife it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be good at me, knife. It was not good at me. I hella missed. It wasn't a critical, though.
Wow. Are you going to knife it, Phil?
No, since I'm not close, I assume that I could.
You could chase it down.
Fire.
There's enough room that you could stab it if you wanted to. If you want to fire, you can do that as well.
Yes, I would like to fire.
Go for it.
I wouldn't have passed firing either. It was bad.
Can I? Just as general, I don't know how much into combat we're going to get. I'm going to try to chase it or whatever.
You are?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, assuming I miss, like, I'm not just going to stand there and keep, like, popping off shots or whatever.
Well, you won't get more than one shot. It'll make it out of the room before.
Jeez.
I hit for 2.
2?
No, because I do a D10 damage. 8.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you catch it kind of center mass, and it pops into 2 pieces, and both of them kind of like slide across the ground. It's dead. Like you shot it in 2 pieces.
Thank God I didn't spawn into 2 of them.
However, instead of like a red blood, there's like this yellow explosion of liquid that kind of paints the wall all at once. Not a lot, but like if you ever took like a paintbrush and like flung it at the wall, it's just like this splattering of blood. And it came out too fast for it to be blood. Like blood when you cut it doesn't. It's like watching a Tarantino movie.
I was going to say Fist of the North Star.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's very Tarantino-ish. That's
like an artery?
That's an anime. You know that, right? Fist of the North Star?
Oh, I know that one. I saw that one as a kid.
Yeah. John Cena's favorite.
It's the most boss thing ever, basically.
So, yeah, it kind of like the blood shoots out of him, splatters on the wall. This yellow, like bright yellow thing, or bright yellow liquid, and then it stops. There's a little bit of oozing, where like puddling on the floor, but not much.
Whew, we prevented the xenomorphs from spreading.
Do we have a satchel or anything?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you guys can collect this.
Yeah, we're doing that.
What does the yellow substance smell like?
That is actually the smell that you're smelling is probably that creature.
Oh, good.
So
You're
Astor's going to turn into a
Sneasel.
rat thing?
Maybe.
Cool.
Sneasel, damn it.
Or he
I
had
like
an
that. Sneasel.
egg
Isn't that a
laid in his
Pokemon?
chest.
It is a
think so.
Pokemon.
I don't play the Pokemon.
It is a Pokemon.
Sneasel. So that's copyrighted. We can't use that.
I might play it on my Switch, but I don't play it right now.
So now that you guys have kind of calmed down and you're frantically looking around the room to make sure there's nothing else, you notice that there are four
Lights?
There are four areas carved out of the wall, about half a meter deep and probably a meter tall, and a meter across. At like where you would expect windows in a church, but they're just like carved in. And on a quick look, you can see where there is dust there, just like there's dust kind of a little bit everywhere. But there's a ring in the dust where something had been sitting there, probably until very recently. In all four of them. So probably some sort of rounded pottery or, jars or something along those lines.
Probably where those pieces came from.
It's possible, quite possible.
So we've determined that there is at least missing 4 cylindrical objects and something that came from inside of a desiccated man. Do we establish it was a man or just a creature?
Can't really tell.
Okay.
Sneasel carrier.
Yes.
Yes.
The desiccated Sneasel carrier.
So do they take something out of the chest or they stick that thing in it?
Good question.
That is a solid question. There's no real way to tell at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and see if there's anything else left inside.
Good
Are
call.
you going to use your hands? Or would you like to have Evelyn do that again?
I want Evelyn to do it again.
What's your relative sizes? Maybe you can wear her gloves.
I mean, I've got gloves too.
So
Why don't you do it? I'll hold
Because you're
it.
already kneeling over the thing.
No,
She probably ran away when the sneasel
no, I
came
didn't.
out.
I
Did you
just
run away?
Fall back.
I imagine her jumping up on the...
Evelyn,
It's a Sneasel! Kicking her feet up.
Evelyn, is there anything else in there?
Looney Tunes were a thing by this point.
They were.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I don't think I want to look again.
No, we have to see if there's anything else in there, though.
You do it.
You're the master of occult.
No.
Why are you afraid?
Yes.
It's just a Sneasel. Blake's got it.
Fine. Bend down and try to open it again.
As you open it up and Carlos flashes his light in there again, you see that on the inside of the body there are clear claw marks from probably Sneasel-sized claws. They're relatively fresh,
I like that it's stuck.
but it also has been gnawing on the inside of this body.
Ew.
You also see 3 small coins.
Money.
We should...
Sneasel droppings.
So, I'm relaying this as I'm seeing everything.
So let me get a picture of the rest of the inside of the chest
I'll
cavity.
hold it open if someone would like to reach in and grab coins.
So, okay, yeah. So the chest cavity, is it like, are there organs in there?
Nope, it's completely empty.
Well,
Looking
Sneasel's
down
been snacking.
the torso, then, like, can you see any other viscera or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Can I get all of you to roll first aid?
This guy's been dead a long time.
Dang it.
Pass.
Hey, pass.
George, that's not
Nope.
fair. The answer is the guy's been dead a very long time. If you somebody passed, right?
You identify that this body is dead.
Okay, so the two of you realize that this is not a actual body. This is some sort of skin suit thing, as though it has been formed out of skin, and and left empty. And so whatever was in there, it was holding it, but it has been taken away. And then there are coins in a Sneasel, or there was a Sneasel.
What's providing the structures? Their bones?
The body, no, the body itself is still leathery and harder than it should be.
So it retains its shape.
It's
basically?
retaining its shape.
Okay.
So the skin itself is probably very old.
Yeah.
But it is not a body so much as it is a
Leathery.
leather bag now.
Purse.
So it's
Yeah.
a people handbag.
Yes. So you're handling essentially human leather at this
Cool.
point.
I'll reach in and grab the coins.
Okay. History from anyone that wants to roll that.
Do I notice any similarities between this body impersonation and what I observed on the Wilkerson impersonation?
Oh. No. No.
No, they're not.
No.
Totally different things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, not the same.
Okay.
Because that was an actual body. That was a
Yeah.
person. This is, well, this I guess is part of a person.
Does it look like if we stretched it out, Astor could get inside and walk around and wear it?
No.
You.
For two reasons. One, it is probably 5'2" at its biggest.
How tall's Astor?
What's your size?
Size 13.
Yeah, he's probably like 5'7", 5'8".
I want to retcon that.
No, I'm down for. Can we stretch it like silly putty?
No.
It's leather.
Also, the second problem is it is seriously solid like wood. Like this isn't gonna bend.
Have you seen Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Okay.
If I have, it's been a very long time. You cannot wear it like a skin suit.
But you put the lotion on its skin.
Cannot wear
Can
it
we
like
play
a skin.
Goodbye Horses and do like a little dance?
No. Okay, so what were you rolling?
3.
Oh, history.
History. And I passed, and I'm untrained.
Okay. If you got history, the coins here are pre-Roman. You don't recognize them, but they are the way that they look like they're being made, like they've been made, is either pre-Roman or like way outside of anywhere quote unquote civilized during the Roman times. So this is definitely a pre-Roman area.
So if my dice were on fire, now they're on dry ice. Oh.
Well,
Perpetually.
let's hope it's not liquid night.
Not yet. I'm only hitting 90s. I haven't hit any double lots yet.
Hey,
but I
Matt,
did have like
Yes.
3 critical failures a couple games ago.
this is an unrelated thing that I should have asked earlier, but how do you regain magic points?
Oh, those come back after a sleep.
So, okay, so I'm full up then?
Yeah, that's a solid ask. That's a solid question. After you rest, you should get those back.
Okay, cool.
But remember, you spent 2 to get your super speed.
Yes.
No, those are power points? That's
Yeah,
different?
that was
'cause I've
totally
got
different.
psionics.
Come on. Yeah.
So he could wrap me up in
Sheets
phone?
of linen.
I like how Rob started a sentence and then stopped because he got on his phone.
And then I finished it with an Elton John song.
So, you guys have a human purse, 2 parts of a Sneasel, and 3 coins.
Well, I don't really want to bring that thing back with us.
No, I think
No, we're bringing the human purse.
the
purse
human
back.
purse should come back. I also
Really?
think
Yeah,
we should
Okay.
get one of the guards to carry the human purse.
I agree. We should actually get 2 of the guards to carry the human purse.
Well, is there anything...
Do I have any?
Did the stairs
Plastic
terminate in this room?
bags?
Is
No,
there anything
they
different?
keep going down.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we can
Oh,
leave it
there's
here and
more?
pick it up on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys haven't even run into the water yet.
that's true.
Oh.
I said I was very clear, and you know that was also last episode. Like the stairs go down, and then there's a room off to the side,
Yeah.
but the stairs do continue.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay. You go back to the stairs. Are
We're
you
gonna take the coins with us.
you
Yeah.
taking the coins with you, or are you leaving the human purse here?
Leaving the
I
human
take the
purse for
coin.
now.
Well, I pulled the coins out.
Right,
I got
right.
those. I'll take those.
I also think we're gonna leave the Sneasel here for now.
Yeah.
I thought you put in a little satchel. It can't be that
In
big.
all fairness, you have a bag to put that in.
Okay, we'll take
Okay.
the Sneasel with us.
No.
Yeah, the human purse. You can just put that right back.
Oh.
How tall is Shirley?
No.
You've already had your hands in there. If you just reach them out
Evelyn
all the way.
is not. No.
She's only a size 10.
Oh, she could totally fit in there.
Nope.
That's probably a size 11 or size
Not
12
happening.
handbag.
If you put
It's
it
a
on,
size 8
This
handbag.
is
I'm just
not
letting you
some
know.
fraternity.
if you put it on, you can then pretend to be a guy, and so you won't have to deal with like the era-appropriate sexism. And you see what it's like to live on the other side.
I walked down the stairs.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go.
Oh,
down
are you
the
gonna take
stairs.
the lead?
Who's-
I don't
Are you
recommend that.
taking the lead?
I think-
Sure.
Really? After you just watched a Sneasel coming out of a skin suit?
You wanna go
Okay,
deeper?
that was startling.
Oh my god. Okay. So you head down. Are you just?
Evelyn, are you sure you want to go first?
So just hand. No.
I'm going.
I'm pushing on her
going
back.
So
down.
just flashlight in hand, nothing else, right?
All right. I'll
As
cover.
we're walking down, I'll be like, last time we went down to these catacombs, we encountered snake people.
And I turn around and go back up.
Who's going first?
Then I guess I am.
Okay. Just flashlight in hand still.
No, I've seen the Sneasel now, so no, I have the handgun. And,
Oh, by the way, your ears are all ringing from that gunshot. I forgot about
so
that.
we have a penalty to.
No.
The
I'm just
tinnitus.
saying it is loud and the sound is reverberating very
Eh?
hard off of the walls.
Oh, you shot him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was your question? Why are our ears ringing
Didn't
from
he,
the gun?
why didn't any of the guards run down?
I don't know. You want to go ask them?
We're in a cave that absorbed the sound.
I'm not sure that's how that would
Yeah, I don't know.
They probably echo up there.
Magic.
Like,
Fixed.
We've got special rock, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have magic volcano rock.
So you go down the
It's
stairs.
honeydew.
There is another room open. It's completely empty. Nothing special. It's maybe 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters.
I searched for traps.
Yeah, nothing there really. No, don't.
use a 10-foot pole.
You go down the stairs.
I don't have my light on.
Maybe another 15 meters. Really?
Why
Yeah.
not?
You're gonna. So are you? Please tell me you're not bringing up the rear with no light on, right?
Oh, I'm like in the middle.
Okay.
And I'm kind of like
I'm
sitting in
third.
No,
You're
because
in
I'm
last.
second.
You're last, dude.
Yep, you're last.
No, I am not last.
I'm going to trip you.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, what is trip under?
Let's all turn off our flashlights
Grapple.
so we don't let anyone know that we're coming.
Grapple? Okay. All right, then I have to have my flashlight.
Bumble
on.
around like blind idiots.
Okay, so you guys go down another 15 meters or so, and is that right? Yeah, 15 meters, and the stairway kind of ends in a circular room. There are 3 chambers off of this. All of them have what looks like a door to them.
Let's split up.
That sounds great. There's one in front of you, kind of where the stairs terminate, or the steps terminate, and it's right in front of you, and then one to the left, one to the right.
I go to the right.
I go to
Following-
center.
Are you really guys going to split up? Is
no,
this
I'm
really what
following
you guys want to do?
Carlos.
No, well, I'll go with Blake.
Okay. So you go to the right. There's no handle or anything. You just kind of push on it.
I knock on the door first.
Yeah, it's solid stone.
Does anybody respond to the knock?
No.
I put my ear up to the door. Well, no. Who can hear good?
No one, because their ears are ringing.
Well, no, but I'm bad at hearing actively.
I have a good.
I just tap my ear and point to the door.
They don't have tinnitus.
Yes, it is. If your ears are ringing for a minute,
Who's rolling listen? No? Nobody?
Oh, we're talking dry fracking ice.
I passed barely.
Okay.
That's another 90 for me.
You hear clearly the dripping from the other side of the door.
It's 4 or 5.
There's some water dripping on the other side. All right, so I'll push it open. Who's gonna cover the door?
Me.
You have your gun out? Okay.
I've got the Browning automatic rifle, so I've been carrying that like when I'm not slinging it back to poke around in mummies.
Okay. You push on the door. It is perfectly balanced and just swings. Inside, you see another kind of larger chamber, taller than the one you were in before. The far wall has kind of fallen away about halfway down. It looks like an underground river or something has come through and just kind of broken that area, and there's water coming, kind of dripping from at the top of it, but you can see water running through there relatively slowly. The room itself is relatively empty. There's some dust and some debris, but it's mostly like dirt and rocks that are appropriate to southern France.
Does
So
the
not
dust
the-
look perturbed?
Perturbed? Disturbed?
I think you could say perturbed.
I don't think so. But
I don't think it'll
perturbed
be
is
upset.
an emotion. The dust is not emotion. It has none.
it's not angry at you at
So,
all.
the dust.
Wait. Phil is challenging this.
We can continue while I.
Is this like Scrabble?
Yes,
As they all go into the room, I run out and throw a grenade in there and close the door behind
sounds
me.
great. That's a great idea. So you guys, the dust has been disturbed, yes, but you can't tell if it's from the water or what, because there are areas where the ground isn't even, and there are pockets of like pools of water, not deep, but just a little bit of water here and there, like as though this room has flooded
Like potholes?
more than once. No, it's not in Indianapolis.
Can we see, like, where the river, underground river or whatever is going? Like, are there big holes where theoretically you could, like, walk up or down?
You could crawl up or down, but who knows how far you could go.
Right, but theoretically a person could.
Yeah, theoretically, yeah.
Okay. I shine my light up and down just to see if there's anything that catches my eye.
Roll me a spot hidden.
Per Merriam-Webster, it can be used in just order of things.
Pass.
Go ahead and roll me a sanity check, Phil. You see that... I was joking. I was really joking. Oh, no. You lose... roll a D100. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
You see going up, because it's not a heavy incline, but going up, it looks like someone has... You can see shovel marks, as though they were trying to dig up, but it goes from maybe 2 meters across. No, that's not 2 meters. Like a meter across to like half a meter across as it goes up.
So,
it's,
like,
it's
They were
really
trying to
tight.
dig it out?
And they were just trying to. I don't. It's questionable what they were trying to do, but they were digging in the area.
probably target swamp rats.
Yes, target swamp.
I'll ask...
And so you look down. It's about a half meter across down there.
I'll ask Evelyn to hold my
Beer.
Browning and climb up there to kind of see what's going on. I don't drink beer.
I'll take it.
Hold my wine. So George, you crawl maybe 2 meters up. It is too tight for you to really go much farther. The ground itself is kind of rocks and stones and not a lot of dirt, but there is still enough mud to kind of make you a little bit of a mess. You can, from the vantage point you're at now, they were either trying to widen it, thinking that it widened up above that, or there was something up here they were digging out real quick. But you can't think what that would be because it wouldn't make sense for it to be right here.
Sneeze a leg.
I kind of
Yes,
probe around with the
sneeze legs.
bayonet to see if there's anything still in there or anything loose.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of dirt, a little bit of rock, but nothing's really loose.
Okay, I come back down.
Okay. The rest of the room, anybody doing anything? Just taking a look around?
Looking around.
Nothing really on the ground or in the water in the spots.
No more engravings.
No. No, you haven't seen those since
Tuesday.
we got to that first room. So, you go to the middle door next?
Yeah.
Is that the plan? Okay. Phil, you going in first again?
Yes.
Okay. So you push that door open. Very similar room. The back wall is solid. On the back wall, along the bottom where the other one was missing, there is a carving, and it says "Ascend," and it is in Latin.
I read that.
Yeah,
I'll write it down.
Ascend where?
it just says "Ascend."
Is there anything up?
The ceiling looks relatively normal.
Is it dirt
Everybody,
or rock?
No, the markings in the room.
the back. Get in there. Give me a second. The back wall is the same andesite that you've been seeing. You've yet to see a seam anywhere. It's still like all carved and worked out.
But the right room.
Didn't have anything because that part of the wall was missing. The ground has been disturbed, but there are clearly areas that there were something sitting. There are 6 of them, 3 on each side.
Okay.
And then nothing else really in the room. You go to the third room, the one on the left. On the back, again in Latin, it says dine, as in to eat, to sup. Again, you see the 3 spots. The other room didn't have the dust on the ground. Looks like it had been washed, so you can't really tell that there was anything there, but probably 6 missing items from there as well. So a total of 18 down here on this floor.
There's Sneasel. There's something going on for sure.
So, sup, ascend.
And nothing, yeah.
Okay.
And not nothing. There was nothing in the last one.
Right.
There's nothing for us to observe in the last one.
Right. So, you guys head back out, I assume?
When did the explosion take place?
5 days ago, in the middle of the night.
And nobody knows anything.
They're not
There's
sure.
no knowing where
But-
they're going
By the time someone got out here, it had been hours.
or which
Okay.
way the wind is blowing.
Is it raining? Is it snowing?
Or
Is the
the
hurricane blowing?
Yeah, there we go. So you guys are leaving, like heading back up.
Are we ascending?
I don't know. Are you?
Are you out of room?
Are there
Is
any
there
like
anything in the-
buttons
There
in the
are-
ascend
you-
room that
you
you
all-
can press that
No,
like make the
there
room
are
go
no
up?
there are no buttons. You what? There are no more rooms down here. No.
Is it an Otis or a ThyssenKrupp?
I'm sorry. What?
Elevator.
What?
Elevator makers.
No,
Otis.
it's neither.
ThyssenKrupp. Thyssen, yeah.
Wow. You guys know way too much about elevators.
I don't
guess.
know that much about elevators.
I only
That's
know that by having observed them in the various elevators I've been in.
So
You've
you
been
guys
waiting
are
to
going
use
back
that,
up
huh?
the stairs then? Yes.
I'm just thinking, but
Okay. You think all you want? I
Yeah.
just yeah.
I'm studying the hall that all the doors are off of. Make sure there's
Roll
nothing in there.
spot hidden.
No.
Wow. Anybody else want to roll spot hidden?
Pass.
son of a 99. That's my 5th 90 in a row.
Good job.
I had an impale.
Oh, wow. So as you guys are kind of looking around, you look back at the steps, and on the step up,
Risers.
you can, what?
They're called risers.
On the risers. What, Rob?
Remember in Roger Rabbit when his eyes turn into daggers? That's what happens when you impale a spy.
Okay, yeah, sure. On the risers, I guess is what they're called, all the way up, you can see carvings in Latin. And as you start to follow it up and read it, it says, it tells a brief story of defending this site against the Romans and keeping out the descendants of Atlantis. It just says this site is dedicated to, and that's it. Defending this site is dedicated to the defense against against Rome and the descendants of Atlantis.
Good job, guys.
We took out the last sneasel.
I meant the builders.
Are you guys going all the way back up? There really isn't a lot more you can do down here.
Let's
Are we going
drag
to send the
body.
guards down to get the man purse?
Mm-hmm.
How much does the man purse weigh?
And the
It's
sneasel.
relatively light.
I'll carry it up.
Okay.
We're kindred spirits now.
I want to put the sneasel back in the man purse.
No, it's in the bag. I'm keeping the bag,
Oh.
the specimen pouch.
Okay.
So you guys all get back out. Are you putting everything in the car, I take it?
Yes.
I give one of the coins to the guards as a tip.
No, you do not.
So I tell them not to spend it all in one place.
No,
I
you
I
do
buy it back
not.
from him.
I give him a wood nickel.
Oh my goodness.
So,
I call Blake a cheapskate, and I get grumpy on the car ride on the way back.
so are you guys going straight back, or are you going to look around anywhere else here for anything else?
Yeah, let's take a walk around the hills.
Yeah, let's look for tire tracks.
Okay.
I'm going to look for tank tracks.
That
Good
too.
call.
Whoa.
There are no tank tracks, guys. No tanks.
Half tracks.
No half tracks.
Tractors.
Anything
Booyah.
They go
bigger
single
than a
file to
car.
hide their numbers?
They startle easily.
What about a sand crawler?
Sand crawler. Yeah. Can we really focus now, guys?
Those would be tank tracks.
The sand crawler's different from a tank.
Is it?
But it uses the same style of tread.
No, but it takes.
Isn't it just a big giant tank?
No, not at all.
It doesn't have guns.
You better
Yeah,
look.
No
does.
guns.
It does.
Sandcrawler does not have guns.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I think it might have had small guns, but it doesn't have
The video game is not canonical.
Okay. All right, fine.
It's like if you said the Sandcrawler was a tank, you'd have to say a tractor or a bulldozer's a tank, and it clearly is not. A tracked vehicle. Not all tanks are tracked vehicles, or not all tracked vehicles are tanks. Rather, I should say. All tanks are tracked vehicles.
Are they?
Yeah.
Nope. They're tanks with wheels.
Which one?
I've seen them.
The
I don't
Japanese ones.
No.
I thought it
Yeah.
was the German ones.
No, you can make a case for the SAR tank, which I think is a giant stupid wheel thing, but the Japanese ones all had treads that they used in World War II. Unless you're, of course, referring to my beloved half-tracks, which have a wheel on the front and tracks on the back. Thus, half-track.
I'm pretty sure that Japan put out a tank that was crap.
Well, all of their tanks were crap. That
Yeah,
doesn't
pretty much.
define any of it.
Yeah. Okay, so
This is a great talk. You've been listening to Tank Talk. That's a podcast
Can I get
all
you
about
all-
tanks that are half remembered.
can I get you all to roll spot hidden while you're looking around the hill?
Oh, finally, I got a 10 under 35. No, wait.
I actually failed,
A 10 under
wow.
70.
so I rolled a 96.
10 under 70. So, Phil,
Pass.
are you looking up Japanese tanks with wheels?
Yeah. But I was still
No.
rolled.
I was just curious what you're looking up because Rob's over there reading about entomology.
No, sand crawlers and whether they have guns. These are the important questions. Who cares about tanks?
So, you guys kind of go around the hill. Off in the distance, you notice an area that looks a little strange, Astor. And you approach it and find an area with 4 campfires that have been used probably less than a week ago.
Okay. Is there?
It's not a tank. It's a tank destroyer. Big difference.
And there's no treasure tracks or marks out.
You see area in the grass where it's clear that a car, 2 cars, had been parked overnight.
Okay.
You can see like the indentation still in the ground. This is
Right,
this is
right,
not
right,
where
right.
people would normally drive. You're all way off the road by now.
Right. So this is probably where they were camping. Is there anything else in the camp?
You guys all kind of scour the area. You find
A note that says
pack
with Germans.
no,
Ha,
like
ha,
you
stupid.
find packs of like the wrapper from a German MRE, which I don't know what this would be called, but you know what I mean.
Field rations.
Yeah, you find German field ration packs, like the wrappers from them, from probably 2 or 3 of them.
A bratwurst wrapper.
Yes, absolutely.
and they all say "da" on them.
Yeah. That's exactly what they say.
Das Bratwurst.
Das Bratwurst.
Ouch.
I do my heritage so good.
And then you find like 2 or 3
Germans?
rounds, like rifle rounds, like as though they were dropped.
I'm not good with machine guns or rifles, but I bet that Carlos
Actually,
is.
Carlos, could you roll either rifle or handgun, whichever is higher?
Oh, I got
whichever's
it.
better.
I've got a handgun.
Then you can roll that. as
Pass.
I didn't.
You recognize this as a standard German rifle round. Just your what you would expect for the German service rifle.
Germans were here.
Here be Germans.
Does this give us any indication of where they were going?
That's a good question.
The
Probably
side,
to
the side,
Monaco.
the side of the hill you're on is much closer to Monaco than it is anywhere else.
The German shipping company.
Was that a company in Monaco?
It was in the Monaco newspaper, so I assume I was hinting at that. Yes.
I didn't.
I think we should go.
Yeah, I guess I
visit
didn't pick
the
up on that. You were saying that was from
shipping
that
company.
paper.
I picked up on it, Matt. I got you.
We're good.
So let's go investigate the German shipping company.
I think we should.
If you go
Begin-
investigate, the only thing to note is if you go investigate the German shipping company, technically you are no longer operating with French government authority.
Well,
Just keep that in mind.
Because
That's it.
we do that all the time, operate within French government authority. And
Yeah, but they might have
everything
some-
goes well.
They might know some people in Monaco. I would assume that
I was
they've.
just say we should start by doing research and then go actually investigate the location.
Well, I don't want to wait too long.
No.
I mean, if we're researching for a little bit, asking some questions.
I think we should ask Timothy and then, go from there.
Sounds good.
Timothy. It's the worst name.
No, it isn't.
So you guys are heading back to Nice,
I mean, I know it's Russian, but
How
that's
far
okay.
is Nice from where we're at?
like 10 kilometers.
Okay. Yes. I mean, that puts us maybe half a day. So if it's going by boat, they will get everything loaded.
10 kilometers is not half a day.
They're back, set up, in position.
Okay.
For the time that we're there, we're
I
already
guess.
5 days behind. We're trying to beat the clock at this point, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you head back to meet with Timothy. You take everything with you, I assume.
Yeah, but I'm
everything
not
you guys found.
sure we're gonna show him everything.
Oh, yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, we'll talk. We'll ask him questions like.
So the intelligence office is on a relatively unbusy street, kind of like one of the side streets you'd have, in a city where it's near everything, but not a lot of traffic through.
Okay.
You guys, are you going to show him anything that you guys found there?
The rounds.
Okay.
That would be the rounds and the wrapper, the Das Bratwurst wrapper.
Right.
We're not going to show him the Sneasel or the
I assume you packed all that into your trunk with your weapons and stuff.
the rounds and the wrapper.
Yeah.
We probably kept up front because the Sneasel and the body's in the back.
Okay. So you go inside and kind of explain what you went through, what you found, but you don't explain the body or the Sneasel.
Right.
Just the markings and the actual physical things there.
The cryptic stuff most people aren't involved in, especially in the French the French intelligence. They didn't inform me, and I was doing pretty good stuff there. So
Okay.
it's a fair assumption. We don't want them to think we're crazy.
He seems concerned more that it was an archaeological site and things were stolen, and from the sounds of it, by German nationals, at least German nationals, if not full-on military.
Well, these are not common rounds, right?
They're not uncommon. I mean, they
Well,
wouldn't be terribly hard to
okay.
get a hold of.
The food rations are not a common thing. Well, maybe now it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Coming into wartime Germany.
and then you also have a huge reserve. So if the reserve, I mean, I assume that reserve soldiers can still get a hold of field rations.
Yeah, but that means you're still talking military, even if it's not a direct involvement. There's
That's true.
There's, there's German military on French soil, which has already been a problem anyways.
Oh yeah. So if nothing else, this is an incursion into French territory. But
So
you
we
guys
need
are
to-
at war, so it's not that big of a surprise.
Not a surprise, but it's something that we need to spread. That like you need to be
Yeah.
patrolling these areas better because it's
Yeah.
a clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so he logs all the evidence you have, unless you keep him from doing the rounds and the.
No, he's very welcome to it,
Okay.
as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. You guys are all good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He logs all of that and then takes notes for a report. He says he'll take care of the paperwork. That's what he was told he was supposed to do. You
Tell him
guys-
to, and we're gonna ask him to keep the site closed down and locked down, and maybe start some patrols in the area.
Okay.
That way, I mean, like, give it a pretty good broad sweeps. If
Where
they find anything,
where's your investigation heading?
where are we heading?
Yes, where are you heading with your investigation?
Do you have contacts in Monaco?
I am friendly with some I'm friendly with some government employees there,
Okay.
but there's only so much I can do depending on what you're looking at.
We're not looking for a whole lot to do per se. We're more looking for an easy in,
I mean,
easy and quiet.
easy in to do what? Like, what do you mean? To get into the country?
Yeah.
No, they'll let you in. I mean, sure.
Well, they're gonna let us. Yeah, but we don't necessarily want our papers thrown around if we don't have to.
I could get some fake paperwork together for you if you give me a day or two.
You have it doesn't have to be in.
I could get you taken care of, but I don't have enough for the two of you and the lady.
So let's play it this way. I don't need an ethical in. I just need to get in, and I don't have a lot of time.
I don't know if I have pull to get people to look the other way, but I can tell you where to go across without getting caught.
That's what I need.
Okay.
You don't have to, just don't even have to tell me. We're not breaking any rules here. Why don't you just?
I went to Monaco this one time, and accidentally skipped the border guard. It was weird.
Yeah.
This is the road you want to go down about this time.
Okay. Let's do that.
So,
How far out is that going to put us?
no, it's not. I literally you drove further to get here than you would have driven to get to Monaco from where you're at.
Right, but we needed to.
Yeah.
We wanted to
So
help.
yeah. So you guys drive. What are you leaving the stuff in the trunk?
Wait, I want to ask about
Sure.
because it's not too far or anything like that.
Right.
If he knows anyone at the local university, an archaeologist or anything like that.
Go ahead, George.
If he could make arrangements with someone who, if there's any kind of like local archaeologist he knows from the university that might know something about Roman and pre-Roman cultures, that could come and grab coffee with us real quick. Just have one or two questions.
There
not a
may
bad
be
idea.
somebody in Marseille, but that would be the better part of a day to get them here.
No, have meet us a couple days from now.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that. That's not a problem. But
Okay.
Marseille's going to be the place where the university's at.
Yeah, could they come here?
Yeah.
If anything comes up, we'll send a word back or we'll cancel that appointment.
Okay.
Sound good?
So we'll see a day after tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah,
More
sure.
than enough time to go to Monaco and come back. I mean,
Assuming.
seriously, yeah. Well, even if something goes bad in Monaco, you could still come back in a day. It's like a half-hour drive or something.
I mean, if we end up on a boat.
That's always true. That's possible, I
So,
guess.
we're just a contingency.
Sure. So you guys head to Monaco. Are you dropping anything off at your hotel
The
before you go?
handbag.
Well, I'm also thinking of the guns. Like, at this point, you're an invading army with the amount of guns you have in your...
I would take, pistols and stuff I could wear under a coat.
Okay.
An explosive, I should be able to keep in like a bag.
You could take a couple of grenades easily. Are you looking for something bigger?
I was thinking like a satchel charge.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You could probably break apart your machine gun, too, if you really needed to, and put it in a bag.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
No, handgun should be
So everybody's
sufficient.
taking handguns?
And my R2D2 knife.
I have my R2D2 knife, too.
It's allowed at 7.
I don't care.
It says that on your paper. Allowed at 7.
Oh,
You
does
wrote
have
it down.
a loud 7.
See?
No, that's my gun. My gun's got a lot. That's the Beretta's got the loud 7,
So you guys...
which I'm still using.
But are you going to stash the Sneasel bits and the... Okay.
I'd like to stash in the hotel as little as possible since we're not going to be there.
I'm holding the coin. I'm carrying the coins with
That's
me.
fine.
The purse I'm okay leaving at the hotel. The
Do we have
Sneasel bits
anybody
I'd
with
like-
us? We can send it back with them.
Not really. The intelligence guy is your best bet for holding on to things.
And we can crate it and give it to him as long as he does. He'll know not to open it. If we tell him not to open it, they'll know not to open it. Like, it's really just delicate or sensitive. It needs to go back.
That's good for me.
And if there's
Is there any
questions
way to
about it,
just crate it and then send it back?
well,
I
so
don't wanna do
here's
that
I don't want it to be unmonitored. I want to go back with somebody else. And here's the second part. We walked into the frickin' archaeology dig of a different country, and we're going to ship it up to Europe. How does that sound
to England?
Or to England.
Okay.
We're going to ship it back to England. How does that sound as the kind of thing that the Europeans have done a bunch of around the world and has not gone well?
In all fairness, the French did a ton of that, so
Right.
it would kind of be just desserts for them.
Yeah, but they're not going to think that.
Well, just
So-
tell them the Germans took all the good stuff. That's true.
Except for this man purse and the Sneasel bits.
Well, and they're gonna want to be like, well, we can do this on our soil. We can figure out what it is and help you on our
Right.
side. They're not gonna want to ship it out. So
Right.
the best way to go about it is to discreetly and quietly, if we want to take it, because we are taking artifacts off of their soil.
Let's just box it and give it to them. I don't care.
Once we're sure that we don't need it or want it anymore, then I'm fine with
We'll just
that.
keep the Sneasel in the bag,
Okay.
as long as it's not corroding and
And we
stinking
can
and
take a
causing
sample
problems.
of
Well, I mean,
the-
it stinks, but it's not that bad.
I stink too.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but if you just use some deodorant, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
On my chest hole, like arm hammer and chest.
Axe.
It's kind of like
Some Axe body spray. dude.
the video of the person putting on the lipstick from Jay and Silent Bob. He's like, "I'm pretty," but it's on your chest. I'm pretty.
You know that's referencing, right?
I don't remember. No.
It's a little
Silence
movie
of the
called
Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
jeez,
In
I've
which they
not
play
seen that.
Goodbye Horses, and then they dance around in the skin suit.
It puts the lotion on its skin,
Or else it gets the hose again.
or else it gets the hose again.
Okay, so
It does this whenever it's told.
Yes,
That's
it
from a
is.
movie called Silence of the Lambs.
just to clarify, so
It's
that
really
I
creepy.
fully understand, the Sneasel bits are going where?
With us.
with us
staying in the car.
Okay.
The human purse is going
in a case. Shipped back to
shipping it. You're
I thought
leaving
shipping it via the Secret Service guy.
So you are giving it to the intelligence guy and asking him to have it take it
just
back.
Leave that in the hotel room. Who cares?
Okay, hotel room.
We've left things in hotel rooms before and almost lost them.
Oh boy, you
But,
got some
okay.
old skin. What are they going to do with it?
Almost and have. We haven't lost anything from a hotel room yet, so we don't have a reason to think we're going to.
I love that mindset. That's perfect. Okay, so you guys,
if it was worth anything, they probably would have taken it already.
All right,
They left it there as a trap to spew stupid animals at us.
we're just trying to do like some Monster Hunter style research on the gashes. It's really not going to do us any good.
I don't understand what that means.
I don't entirely either because I haven't played that game, but
But if someone has, they'll get it. Get
I know
over
poker.
it. Poker face.
so you guys go to the hotel, drop off the skin, keep the Sneasel bits with you,
And George has the coins.
and George has the coins. You head to Monaco, and that
Do we have to wear tuxedos?
no,
Yes.
Is it a black tie only country?
Yes.
Way down in Monaco.
no, that's Kokomo.
Oh,
So, you guys make it into Monaco. Are you stashing the car and getting a hotel room? What do you like? What is the
my
plan
intent
here?
is to get in, get to the shipping
Company?
facility, and get the hell out.
Yeah, let's go check this place out, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not here to talk with a bunch of people and meet a bunch of stuff. We're here to get
We're here to
in.
kill Germans.
Here to kill Nazis.
The shipping company information is not directly in the newspaper. Just it lists the company, so it takes you probably 20 minutes to find somebody that knows where it's at. Not a huge deal.
We killed that
Das
guy, so I can't
Importers,
tell
right?
people that people were asking about it, so we slit his throat in an alley.
Job. We want to ship some stuff. That was not a good one. I'm not good at that accent.
No.
No.
I don't.
no,
We don't do
you're
that.
No,
Okay. So
I don't do that. Not well.
you pull up at a kind of warehouse storefront kind of shipping facility right at the docks.
Oh, it's the mafia.
Yes, because this is where shipping companies actually work. So you pull up, and it is open for business. It's probably getting close to the end of the day, probably 4:35, when the company itself would close. Are all four of you just gonna burst in there and ask questions and probably brandish guns?
I'm going to ask some questions with
I
my
can sit in
pistol.
the car.
You're gonna stay in the car
Yeah.
What's
Bye.
your drive?
by yourself?
I will watch the exterior with Evelyn.
Okay.
If
So are you gonna watch the exterior from in the car, or are you gonna like light up a cigarette and go lean against the wall?
a little of both. Like
Okay.
I will spend some time kind of walking around a little bit, then I'll spend some time sitting in the car.
Okay.
I don't
I just
know.
have to
We should,
adjust.
as we're driving up, it's like, are we going to go into this place and like scout it out as a business? Are we going to wait till everyone's gone and try and check it out? Are we going to just go in and shoot people? Like, what's our deal?
This is kind of what I was just asking.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
and-
saying that
and
we need
some
this
people-
conversation in character.
I've got my R2D2 knife. Their hands on the countertop. We'll just kind of keep it in place. It just depends on how they're going to cooperate.
Well, so you want to go in and talk to them then, is what I'm hearing.
Harshly.
Yeah, we're going to have aggressive negotiations.
Are we?
Yeah, I feel like it's
I
going to
have to,
happen.
don't you have to have lightsabers for that?
Not in the good movies.
What do you mean, ouch? That's just accurate. I mean, I don't.
That works.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. We have some suspicion based off of a news article. So,
Do you have a better lead?
no, I think that we need to continue investigating here, but I'm not sure how aggressive you need to be because if they're not necessarily,
Well, what's the line of questioning?
Nazi.
Do you guys have old Roman pots in here?
I don't know.
Well,
guys-
so we should
he
come
wants
up
to
with.
go in and talking. Like,
Yeah, but what do you want to ask him? That's
We
my
could
question.
be curators.
At this particular moment, since we're getting close to closing time, I'm more of an observe and wait. But if you guys want to go in and talk, that's fine.
It's really easy because I'm a Frenchman. And we just had some artifacts that disappeared from a site nearby, from a French site nearby.
Okay.
And we're trying to trace their whereabouts. That's it.
Oh, just see how. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm already French, you don't even have to talk. You just smile and be hard hand.
Yeah, that's fine.
So are you doing this? What's your background for this then? Like, are you stating that you're police, or
We're not going to say it until we
Antiquities
need to say
okay,
it.
that's fine. All right. So you go
The
in.
implication, Matt.
Are you're walking in, right?
I mean, we're gonna.
The two of you.
I mean, we're probably in trench coats. We're well dressed.
Sure.
Right. We
Sure,
look
sure.
very official.
Sure, that's fine. Well,
That-
I'm except for the burn victim, but yeah.
My
Well,
well,
I've got grenades in each hand, so that should pretty much tell them what's up.
this is all right.
Here are my credentials.
Pup. Where's my pup? Persuade. I got this.
That's fine.
Persuade.
I was going alphabetically.
So you walk in. There are two women in their maybe mid-20s, kind of sitting behind desks, typing on typewriters, and then a German gentleman dressed very appropriately in a business suit,
Right.
smoking a pipe at a desk, kind of looking over documents.
Okay.
And you walk in. He looks up, but looks very confused, as though like, why
I'm
are
gonna-
people walking in here? And he says in a very thick, heavy German accent, "Can I help you?" In French.
In French.
Well, Monaco speaks French. Like, it is a very French-speaking city. George? Does Carlos speak French at all?
Hell no.
How about German?
Yes.
And I recognize the accent.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
couldn't miss this accent.
Then I'm gonna respond in German. We're looking for some items that went missing.
From where? He responds in German. From where?
Right. Right across the way in
France.
Thank you.
That's fine.
France. Right. We had some artifacts from a dig site in France go missing.
He kind of takes the pipe out of his mouth that he's been like kind of puffing on and sets it down in a holder and stands up and kind of like dusts his hands off and puts his hand on. My name is Klaus. I run this the office here. What would bring you here?
You know, we aren't really keen on losing any of our history in France. And so we've been asked to look into the situation.
What's your German?
50.
Okay, so you probably have a decent accent. Okay, but what brings you here to this?
Couple leads. We'll keep our sources quiet.
I'm sorry. What service are you with? Are you with the police?
A little higher.
And of course you have gone through official channels
Of course.
through Monaco. Well then, unfortunately, I'm not sure what I can help you with. I don't know of any artifacts of any kind.
What shipments have you had coming in and out in the last, let's say about 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago?
And you, of course, have a warrant to go through my shipping. I would like to see that.
Still got his hand?
No, he's probably he's within conversation distance, but you don't have his hand. He shook your hand and let go.
I'm just going to brandish my weapon a second,
Okay.
and that's my warrant.
It's a very interesting warrant. Very unique.
This is a unique situation.
It is. It is. It's strange that my fatherland, is usually the aggressor. I would not expect it from a country with no true backbone. At least the Brits have a backbone.
You'll find they're French with the backbone yet.
And your silent burned friend, is he also French?
He's muscle.
You're small sized, right?
Is 10 average?
10's about average. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give a little wink when I say that.
I'm smiling at this point.
Well, sure. You go right ahead and go through all the paperwork you want.
Okay. Sounds fair to me. In Spanish, I'm going to tell Carlos to keep a real good watch on him.
Can you roll luck?
If if I can find my dice, it just fell down. Where did it go? Good. Let me borrow one of yours, Shirley. Here, there's a good one. I did not get it.
Okay.
And I don't say anything other than just keep a watch on them.
Okay.
I'm going to look through their records a little bit.
Carlos, he looks at you and he says, "Do you want to go through the warehouse too?" And he kind of moves towards the door that clearly goes into the warehouse.
I'll take my pistol out of my coat, it being a shoulder holster. Take it out, put it in my coat pocket, and just kind of wiggle my finger a little bit,
Like he shouldn't go.
Mhm.
Okay.
Carlos and I have a good history of interrogating people without the other group.
Where the hell did he go?
I'm pausing. Real quick.
Well, actually, motion for him to kind of just sit back down.
Does
He kind of like throws up his hands, like, "All right," and sits down, picks up his pipe, and then scoots back away from his desk.
Yeah, good.
Where's,
then-
he's holding his pipe and
Yeah. Can you both give me a listen?
God Almighty.
Pass.
Okay. The typing has stopped.
Mm-hmm.
The two women have stopped typing.
Yeah.
Do
I was going to ask how they're reacting.
one of them is up and kind of walking slowly to the front door. And the other one is got one of her drawers open, looking through it intently.
I'll say, please put your hands on your desk or return to your desk in German. Or let me do that because my German's not that great. Hands on
Sit.
desk and sit.
They both look concerned, but the woman walking towards the door walks back over and sits down and puts her hands on the desk, and the other one doesn't close the door, turns and puts her hands on the desk.
Is Germany at war with...
With France, yes.
Not with England yet.
But this is a Italian company, quote unquote.
Wow, we
England
all...
and France went at the same time, so.
Yeah, so Germany is the only one at war with England and France and like 2 or 3 other countries, I think, technically, because
They invaded Poland.
Yeah, well, yeah, they invaded Poland. By this time, they own Poland. There's not even a division.
Well, Russia's got part of it.
Yeah, and I think they're technically at war with Norway as well, but that's a Norway-England thing. So yeah, they both put their hands on their desk. So
Is there a way for me to quickly see what she was reaching for in the desk?
you'd have to walk all the way over there.
I
It's kind
don't
of
want to do that.
you do or do not.
Do not.
Okay.
So then I'm searching a bit.
So Carlos, it's going to be a little tough for you to keep a close watch on both of them because one's on one side of the room and one's on the other.
Yeah,
And the
most of
only-
my attention's on the one on the desk. Or the with the drawer open, excuse me.
Oh, so you're going to keep your eye closer on the women than the guy.
I'm looking at all three, but
So the women are over on the left and the guy is over on the right.
okay.
The only way for you to get them kind of all in is to either go all the way over by the women or stand over at the warehouse door. And put the warehouse door at your back.
Can I have it in an angle where basically if it like opens up, it'll open up and I'll be behind it?
Yeah, or you could put your foot kind of up against it.
Yeah.
So even if it started to open, it would hit your foot before it went too far.
No, I want it to actually, if it opens up, so I'm behind the door and can shut it behind whoever comes through. And
Okay. Yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
That yeah, you can maneuver yourself there.
Okay.
So you're gonna go through the paperwork on his desk.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your German.
For Pete's sake, I don't think I've passed but one roll tonight.
Like what you're looking through is just standard paperwork.
Right.
You're not a bureaucrat, so this is kind of out. This is a little out of your league.
Right.
But yeah, you can see that they are shipping things in and out, but that doesn't.
Dates.
There's 3 or 4 shipments going in each day. Some days there's missing, but it's like more likely that there was no boat that day. So, it depends on when boats are coming in. And there's been, I'd say 8 shipments out since the artifacts were found, or probably found. We're assuming at this point.
Can I discern locations?
Headed back to either Milan or Rome. I believe Milan's a port city. If it's not, the whatever else is a port city before Rome along that coast.
Okay. So that's where I'm going to just kind of note the locations that they were going. I mean, the assumption is they're probably not going where they say they're going. If
It's possible, but it's also that would be like an international crime. It could cause problems.
I don't think.
I'm sorry, Genoa, and then Rome.
I don't think they would care if they're causing international crimes.
You never know. So you're kind of rifling through papers. You find those. He motions at a filing cabinet. He says, "You might want to go through those too."
Want to go through
So you open it up
slowly.
Yeah, sure. There is a bottle of schnapps
Uh-huh.
and 2 glasses. He says those are the most important files.
The bottle of schnapps and 2 glasses.
Well, yeah, I would love it to share a glass of schnapps with you.
What kind of schnapps is it?
Whatever is good. I don't drink a lot of schnapps.
No, I'm reading the label.
Oh.
What kind of schnapps is it?
Like potato schnapps? I don't know. It's like a schnapps. Whatever would be appropriate. I don't know. Is it schnapps just like the stuff I would get from a terrible liquor store here in town?
Peppermint.
It's like minty. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
yeah,
you can
it'd be a nice
butterscotch.
peppermint schnapps. It's a higher quality label as well, so it's a nicer company that would make it sound your low grade.
Where's it from?
Germany,
Where at? Obviously.
Schnapsville. I don't know. You are asking questions that I have no answers for.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. Yes, I'm trying to play.
So we'll say it's probably from
Bremen.
Bremen? Yeah, sure, Bremen. We'll go Bremen.
Okay. Is there anything weird with the bottle? Anything
No.
weird with the label? Has the bottle been opened before?
Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the way full.
3/4 the way full.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour him a glass.
You pour yourself one?
No.
Okay. He leans forward and sets his pipe down and takes it from you. He's leaving a hand open clearly, and then no.
It's all right.
He sips from it. He clearly drinks it. You sure? I'd be a rude host if I didn't offer.
I appreciate that.
What about your? He's heard you talk, right? Yeah. What about your Spanish friend?
Right.
No. You don't want little schnapps?
Don't drink.
Well, no, that's not true. Maybe you don't drink schnapps. I don't have any wine. I bet you're a good wine fellow, aren't you?
Shrug.
And he drinks a little more and kind of
What are the girls doing?
eyeing both of you. They seem very much on edge.
Good.
Give them some.
I only have one more glass. You sure you don't want any?
One of the girls can drink some. That's
Sure.
fine.
Yeah, pour him a glass.
All right. So I pour a glass for one of the girls. Give it to him.
Yeah. The one that didn't have the drawer open takes it. The one that was moving towards the door, and she drinks about half of the. You put 3 fingers in there.
Right,
She probably
right.
drinks a finger and a half.
Nice. Okay. Is there anything else in the filing cabinet there?
Like knickknacks, change, a little bit of like a tiny amount of money.
I'm leaving them.
Yeah, I mean nothing. This is kind of like the drunk booze drawer.
What's in her drawer?
That's a good question. What's in her drawer?
You go over. It's clear that there is a small, very small gun in there, but it was like behind a thing, under a thing. Like she had to kind of rummage to get to it. And she was trying to do it quietly, so you guys didn't notice.
Taking it, putting it in my pocket.
Okay,
It's coming with me.
sure.
Yeah.
Anything else I could do for you, gentlemen?
So we look in the warehouse.
Kind of look in the warehouse.
I think it'd be a great idea for you to look in the warehouse.
Well,
Would you like me to show you around, or
you're suddenly awfully compliant.
have I been uncompliant? I mean, once you showed me that warrant, if I stopped being compliant, that's what I thought.
Hey, we're not here to take your stuff. We're not here to rob you blind. If you're legit, I don't care. I just want to find what belongs to the homeland, to my homeland. That's all.
Okay. Do you want me to walk you through the warehouse? You just you good?
All 3 of you in front.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay. He,
I mean,
he stands
she's already
up.
reaching for the gun, so we don't
Right.
really trust
Yeah,
her.
he stands up. The two ladies stand up, and he walks over to the door. They quickly hurry over to get over there with him. He opens the door. I assume you move out from behind the door.
Mhm.
He opens the door and walks in. The two ladies follow him. And the first thing you see there is 2 card tables, 4 men sitting at the card tables, full German Nazi uniforms. You're looking at normal Reich soldiers, not SS or anything. All kind of playing cards and eating and looking up. All look very startled as you come through holding guns on the people. They have rifles, but they're far enough away they don't grab them.
I immediately tell them in German, "Don't move."
Yeah, they got that.
Hand Hawk.
But you know what? That's a great place for us to end it tonight. Don't forget we have other podcasts, and you should listen to those. Otherwise, we will talk to you guys next week. And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Remember, you can email us at nerdsdomain@gmail.com or find us over on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/nerdsdomain and twitter.com/nerdsdomain. You can also check out our site at nerdsdom.com. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. You can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. We want to thank Passion Nerdly for our music. Don't forget, you can support us at patreon.com/nerdsdomain and check out our shirts at TeePublic.